Hey besties and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be doing a review on the comebacks in August. Please remember that these are just my opinions. Now, let's get started with the video.
I'm like ice cream, oh yeah, oh yeah. Got you wishing you could, you can try me, oh yeah, oh yeah. Only if you've been good, if you bite me, brain freeze, baby, maybe you should. I'm like ice cream, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Even though her solos aren't amazing to me, I did like Fast Forward and was hoping that would be a chance for her solos to get back on track to where it was when she debuted. I feel like this song just set her back so far, because even though it's not a terrible song, it's just so boring. It's like if someone asked her to make her a Meghan Trainor song. Like, the song doesn't really have any substance and the instrumental or beat isn't captivating or catchy enough, especially since she only releases solos once a year or so. You'd think this should just be a pre-release or B-side, but it doesn't make sense for it be an actual comeback because it just doesn't have that power to make it a title track. I don't think she needs to do a deep or impactful song, but just something with a bit more substance and not being as repetitive, so I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Just when we thought they'd be forgotten or start having boring releases, they came out with an absolutely amazing song, like, No Shade Do Dia, But This Is How You Do and Thai Nash-inspired Miami Bass song without directly copying. They have many different sounds, but they fit the sound so perfectly, especially with their vocals and current musical direction. There's not too much going on in the song such as sudden beat switches or insane bridges, but it's interesting from start to finish and gets the job done extremely well. This just feels the type of summer song during a sunset turning into a summer evening, because it's kinda chill but still fresh. There's so many catchy parts, but it blends in really well without having it rely on the song. This is just such an amazing and comfy song that shows how they're still keeping it interesting, so I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
요즘에는 별별별 이래 이런저런 별별별 하얗은 건 별별 Think a little star 이런 별별별
Seeing how they got the hang of the mixed pop sound, I was curious as to how they would approach it with this comeback. Honestly, as the song went on, it sounds like a more gritty or darker version of their previous comeback with Dash. The little humming did throw me off a bit because it was kinda an odd transition into the chorus. I think the change up was much more subtle than their previous ones, but you can still notice the slight switch up. I do wish that there was some more progression in the song, such as there being a more intense bridge, because I feel like it would just add more to the song's intensity. I think it's a really great song and could see it growing on me, but I feel like there could have been aspects to make it more interesting and captivating, so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Ooh, can't you feel it? Sex is in the air. Sex is in the air. 감각이 깨어나는 timing.
Since his solo stuff is no longer with SM and is now with a new company where I don't even know what their sound is, I was really interested to see if he would take a different approach to his solos or just do the same thing he's been doing. I feel like this song is very tame, but still different in terms of his more recent stuff, even though his discography is pretty versatile. Like, this is so on brand for him but also refreshing. I love how the song has that slight sultry sound throughout the song, but still has different moments that change the atmosphere in the song by keeping it interesting. For example, I think it's really different how instead of having the usual pre-chorus to chorus transition, he just had different verses going to the chorus so smoothly without it feeling rushed, which is really impressive for it to not have a solid pre-chorus. I love the chorus as well with how it's kinda chill, but still hard-hitting and a bit gritty. The part that really captivated me though was the bridge/outro, because it's so different from the rest of the song but still blends in and is so catchy. I really like the album as well, with some of my favorites being Horizon, Deja Vu, and Crush. I think it's honestly so amazing to see him being a soloist for 10 years and still releasing songs that are perfect for him, but still unique and devouring each time, so I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. had a feeling that this was going to be a more chill or sentimental song, but I was still curious to see what it would sound like. It has a slow yet steady build up to a really nice chorus that feels really bright. I like how there's slight retro vibes in the song, but doesn't overpower or make the song. It just enhances it. There's also some really good progression throughout the song that doesn't feel too rushed or dragged out too long. I think have a powerful bridge to outro or making the last chorus have something slightly different from the choruses would add more feeling to the song and just make it more full. I do think it's a really great song, but it's just missing a little bit of something for me, so I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10.
I got the hold up, you're too hot, too hot. Smoke coming out the boombox. Hold up, you're too hot, too hot. Smoke coming out the boombox.
I was really curious to see what his solo would be like, since even though we've gotten SM Station's songs from him before, this is his official solo. He's done dreamy ballads before, so I was wondering if he was gonna stick to that sound or do something different. For the concept, I love how it did something that fits within the song, but it's still pretty unexpected. It's almost like a mystery thriller, but combined with that classic black noir style. I love how the song has an alternative R&B and jazz sound, because it's extremely fitting for him and blends in with his voice perfectly. The chorus did throw me off a bit since it's kinda short and it's mainly him rap talking, but I think it was a cool way to keep the song interesting still while fitting in with the rest of the song. I absolutely love the pre-chorus and outro, like definitely the best part of the song with the way it just makes it feel so full and smooth. The album is great as well, with some of my favorite songs being Roses, Can't Get You, and Flaming Hot Lemon. This comeback is honestly so cohesive while still bringing something new and refreshing with each song. Even though most of the songs are more chill and calm, it's not boring or weak, like there's so much groove and feel to the songs, and I love that so much, so I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10.
Look at you 이미 벌써 끄덕이는 걸. Don't find the reason, just for the rhythm.
I know this is just a digital single, but this was so unexpected and fun. This honestly reminds me so much of Roller Coaster in terms of the melody and overall vibe, but still different to where it doesn't just feel like a Roller Coaster 2.0. I think the concept was really cute too, with the whole algorithm technology concept, which fits her really well. It stays fun and groovy throughout the whole song, and I especially love the outro since it ends with something different instead of just the chorus. It's a really fun song, and it's really nice to see her doing bright and glittery sounding stuff like this again, since she does such an amazing job with it. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
I'm collecting angel just like crazy.
I feel like after all the hate they got from Easy Era, they knew that this comeback could either help them get back on their feet again or have an even further fall from grace, so they had to do it big. When I saw the concept photos, I was getting very much campy and quirky vibes, and I was just really hoping that at least some aspect of the concept photos would be actually incorporated into the actual title track. Even though they had something similar with itzy, I never expected them to make a song like this, even though it fits them extremely well. I really like how the song maintains the same lane, but isn't too boring. Like, yeah, it's a bit repetitive, but with the specific genre they're doing, it actually makes sense. Now, I am somebody who loves songs with substance and interesting parts, but this song doesn't need that for me. I actually like how even though it's called Crazy, it's more on the cundy side instead of unhinged or experimental. I know some people are complaining about the dance being too tame for the concept, but if they were incorporating things like whacking, voguing, and tutting all together, then it would lose the substance of those actual types of dances. I think the femme voguing fits this song really well, and I love it. The beat is super cundy, and I'm so in love with how they involved actual professionals by having the House of Juicy Couture. Like, it's about time we have some actual representation. I don't think this album is as great as it could be, but I really like the song Pirate and 1-800 Hot and Fun. Even though I could nitpick, and it could be due to all the unnecessary hate they've been getting, but I don't think this song needs dissecting in terms of sound, because although it's too short for me, it gets the job done, and it's just one of those songs where you just gotta let loose and enjoy. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. And that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you'd want, and have a good day. Bye besties.